Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about briefly in this video is residential security. Well, the main points, a couple of points on residential security, because I've had a few things pop up and this come to mind. Now, residential security, if it's done properly, is a detailed topic, yeah? But I want to hit on a couple of points. Whenever anybody's doing threat assessments or thinking about residential security, what they're thinking about mainly is doors, windows, locks, etc. The simple stuff. How to prevent somebody from entering. Well, you know what? You can have the most secure residence in the world. I'll just wait for you to come out. So you need to consider in the area around your house, around the residence you're providing the security for, what surveillance positions there are, what ambush positions there are. Not just in the immediate area, but also on the routes coming in and out. If I know your security's tight, if I know you're running counter surveillance drills, watching the surveillance areas, I'll just step out to a distance a little bit further back and wait for you to come out. You might have 3 or 4 routes into your residence. You know what? If I sit on one of those routes for a week, you're going to come past me, etc., etc., etc. Basic stuff. But again, most people focus on doors and windows. I'll tell you a quick story, and I got too many stories. I was asked to do an assessment on an apartment in Antwerp a few years ago now. Very high-end, very, very high-end complex, etc. And the lady that was looking to rent this apartment had a few issues with it. Top place, top location. She mentioned she had a few concerns to the realtor that was renting her this place. The deal was nearly done, but okay, I turned up at the apartment with this lady. The realtor met us, walked us in, etc. He'd brought in his security company. I don't know who the hell they were, but they were Muppets. You had guys walking around, they were doing an assessment of the apartment themselves. They had very large cameras around their necks, taking pictures of windows, taking pictures of locks. Complete show, complete BS. It was a show. They were putting on a show. Why you need a 600mm lens to take a picture of a door lock, I've got no idea. But they were trying to BS her. Okay, that's those guys. Anyway, the apartment, so-so. So I said to the realtor, okay, let's have a look around the building. Went down to the parking. Okay, told us they had cameras. When I asked him the questions of, okay, are the cameras recording? He didn't know. Are the cameras being monitored? He didn't know. Where are the recordings? If the cameras are recording, where's the recorder? Are they backed up online? He didn't know. Chances are the cameras were most of this high-end building. The cameras were most probably running, but nobody knew where the backups were, where the videos were going, and where they were stored. So chances are the machine could have been off, the cameras could have been off as far as we know. They weren't being monitored, so waste of time. To cut a long story short, we went outside, was able to follow a car in through the parking lot, into the parking garage, because the gates were that slow going down. Found a janitor's entrance to the building. Was able to walk into the main communal area. From there was a fire exit. There was a fire ladder leading right up to this lady's apartment's balcony. Funny enough, the guy that was trying to sell the apartment told us there's no need to worry, because there'd be work going on next door to this apartment. They'd be cleaning out all the old buildings and putting in new buildings. So he shot himself in the foot, because then even the woman realized she'd be living next to a construction site, and there would be construction workers looking over a balcony in the very near future. So they shot themselves in the foot. 1, by trying to BS the lady, and 2, trying to pass off an apartment that was not secure as being 100% secure. But very few places are 100% secure. The other thing I'll mention about residential security, a lot of problems come from the people you let into your house. And I'm sure a lot of you say we don't let people into our house. Well, think about it. If you have gardeners, if you have janitors, if your kids bring over friends, if you like to pick up chicks, guys online and bring them home, okay, you're letting people into your house. Be very careful who you let in. Why? Because then they have access to all your goods, all your valuables, etc. They're in your private space. Be very careful who you answer the door to. My general rule is, if I'm not expecting people, I don't answer the door to anybody, period. If anybody knows me, then if you're not phoning ahead to wherever I am saying I'll be there in 20 minutes, okay, I'm not answering the door to anybody. You can ring all you want if you know where I am. So that's it. Be careful who you let into your apartment. I know one idiot in South Florida, of course, South Florida, friend of mine, one of those I kept around because they amused me. Good guy when he was working, but he got ripped off twice by picking up girls in Miami, taking them back to his apartment. Ripped off by, he's thinking he's getting a one-night stand. He most probably did. He most probably had a happy ending. But when he woke up in the morning, he had stuff missing from his apartment, valuables missing, and he lost one hit. He lost quite a lot of money's worth of stuff, legal stuff, watches, jewelry, etc. But it's you got to be very, very careful who you let into your apartment, into your house, into the grounds of your house. Always know who you're letting into your house and let the minimum amount of people in. Even as far as people installing security systems, etc. Who are they? The people installing a camera system into your house are also the ones that can possibly hack into it and be monitoring what's going on. So be very, very careful. So be careful who you let into your house. Be wary of who's monitoring your security cameras. And again, when you do a residential assessment, don't just focus on doors and windows. Focus on entrances, exits to buildings, roof access, basement access, janitor's access, workman's access, etc. Because in a lot of places, if you walk through the front door, it might all seem nice and secure and nice and shiny, but a lot of the high-end condo apartments, even if they have reception staff, security is at a minimum, complete minimum. And I say in a lot of my videos, etc., it's up to you to protect yourself. Nobody's going to protect you. It's up to you to protect yourself. People saying they've got security cameras, etc. in place, well, if you get beaten and raped, they're for after the fact. They're not preventative. It's up to you to prevent things from happening. Okay, I got various books online about various aspects of the security business, kidnap and ransom, residential, travel, close protection, etc. We're also throwing up a lot more videos. So if you like this video, follow us along online on social media, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc., etc. And if you've got any relevant questions, feel free to reach out to me. So always look in depth and be careful who you let into your private space. Basic stuff. Be good, stay out of trouble.